Hi Geminis, this is going to be your reading for August 2026. I hope everyone is having a nice day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings is I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to traditional tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. If I pause for any moment, just because I'm trying to feel the energy that I'm feeling, so I appreciate your patience there. Let's get into it. Your message for this week, or should I say this month, is expect miracles. Your message. Miracles occur naturally and they're always ready to unfold. Your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. A miracle doesn't have to be an extravagant change in circumstances. It can be a simple shift in your energy that creates a wave of love in your life. If you need something positive to happen and you are praying hard for that something, this card brings you a message that something exciting and healing is about to unfold. In order to help this along, you are being guided by your angels to recognize and honor your own worth and realize that you are absolutely worthy of miracles that will unfold in your life. Your entire life has been brought together by these miracles, and they are happening all the time. The miracle you need isn't a difficult one, because in the hands of the divine, anything is possible. Place yourself in a golden light and remember that the light of God is within you, right there in the heart of your being and your soul. Good things can happen for you. In order to manifest something wonderful in your life, you have to believe it is possible. You could be seeing miracle as you need as too impossible or even too big for you to achieve, but ultimately, this is exactly what's blocking it from happening. So change it now. Your angel guide is inviting you to open your mind and heart and see what you need being delivered to you. Feel that it's already in your life, feel grateful for all your blessings, and you allow the miracles you deserve to unfold. I don't know why this is coming up in my head, and I'll pull out some cards for you here, but that card always reminds me to expect miracles, like the blessings in our own life, and we have to truly believe that it is true and it is possible. It's almost like feeling like winning the lottery, and it's interesting because I've kind of noticed recently how it feels like I'm seeing a lot of multiple people winning the lottery multiple times. And I honestly think it's just kind of like an energy thing. It's being like, no, it's already happened to me, so I know it is possible. And I know that maybe you're just naturally feeling like luck is on your side. Maybe that person has that energy of knowing that it is possible that creeps in there. But it's like really having that reassurance that whatever you want is possible and you're kind of on the way to get it. I always just think is the right energy to be in because you're just allowing it, right? You're not stopping yourself or blocking that energy from what you're truly feeling. Okay, Gemini. Let me just feel your energy for a little bit here. There's energy here of you putting kind of yourself first, Gemini, and I know some people would like to see that as maybe being, selfish, but it never is. It never is when we get our energy right first or feel like we deserve a certain thing because it helps us have healthier boundaries. And I just feel like at this moment in time, there might be a certain connection, whether it be romantic, whether it be friendship, family, friend, something like that needs a little bit of distance because it just feels like it's staying in this kind of defeated energy. It's like every time maybe I see this person or hang out with this person, it just really kind of brings me down or makes me feel, maybe not good at myself or maybe more conflicted. And there's some answers here of us trying to kind of push past whatever this is. For some of you, this might be actually past relationship blocks here too, because I do have the Two of Cups in the reverse, which means some kind of union that we've taken a break from recently or maybe in the past that we've separated from here. It just feels like what that relationship was with the Five of Swords in reverse, just like constant battling, constant fighting. And then so it might be in the stage right now with the Page of Swords in reverse where you're in a no communication with this person or with someone else, or you're having no communication with this person here as well. I feel like I'm getting multiple energies. I'm getting for some people romantic, some people might be business-like I feel like maybe some of you are applying for a job or there's some kind of like weird communication happening right now for you. in the month of August, and it's just causing you to feel kind of a little stuck in that energy. With this Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like, I just don't really know what to do. Should I like move on from this? Should I keep pushing forward? It just kind of feels like almost this limbo energy, but it's just taking up a lot of your energy. So I'm just going to tell you to kind of get back to yourself. Make sure yourself is good here, because it just feels like I'm getting like energy drained from you kind of in August here. So make sure you're prioritizing your energy, putting yourself first in these kind of situations. So I'm just feeling. Yeah, I'm just getting like, feeling like battery low energy. It's just kind of like, oof. Like again, we need to kind of recharge ourselves in a way here, okay? The Hierophant's coming out, which is higher counsel. For some of you, if it's on the earthly plane, this might be psychiatrist you're going to, or a mentor to kind of help you through. This is Taurus energy, so you might be dealing with the Taurus here as well. But this is also on the spiritual plane too. This is your guides, this is your angels. This is the people that you pray to, who you look up to. So if you are feeling in that kind of defeated energy, if you're like, I don't know where to go, just really kind of give it all to the divine right now. Give it all into being like, help me, show me the way, how I have to move forward, or what I kind of have to do here. And I feel like there's going to be a helping hand here for you. But with the Seven of Wands in reverse, it's just telling me that our boundaries are a little bit weak right now. We're having a hard time standing up for ourselves and standing up for what we need, and it might be because of this relationship or because of this pairing here that's making us maybe feel like knocked down, or just constantly fighting. It's just like this constant conflict, and you're like, okay, I'm like tired of this. I'm tired of this like constant battle that we're doing. I'm tired of this kind of Five of Wands energy, because you do have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands coming out. It's just like conflict, drama, and energy like that. And I feel like you're kind of wanting a little bit more peace. You're wanting a little bit more to kind of, like I said before, recharge yourself, find your own self-worth, your own self-value. So if you are putting your value on what someone else thinks of you, just find that for yourself, because that's going to be the most important, and that's what's going to kind of gravitate more of these miracles for you here, because your energy is good, right? It's not in this constant state of just feeling like in battle or flux or conflict. Luckily, this chapter is coming to a close for you. I have the Ten of Wands coming out here. And the Ten of Wands is kind of like the final push in tarot, right? As you can see, she has the 9 Wands on her back, but she's like, I can carry one more. I always see this as like almost like a heavy, like a hiker backpack and a hiker hiking up a mountain, and they're almost at the top there, but they're exhausted, they're tired, their legs are getting a little bit shaky, but they're almost at the top, and it's like, I can see that finish line. So I feel like the mantra for you this week is like this energy. This is almost over. This is the final push here in August for myself, and moving on to a new cycle, because the 10 becomes the 1, and that's when we kind of start into something fresh, into something new. So many 5s coming out for you here, Gemini. A lot of change coming in for you here. Feels like a lot of stability that kind of wants to be worked into this next cycle, but I'll get there. I have the Empress card coming out sideways, and when cards come out sideways in my readings, it means energy can go either way. When it's in the reverse like this, it means that we are vibrating kind of at a lower frequency. It means that we are kind of not feeling abundant. We're not feeling like energy is moving towards us. But with it coming out sideways, it means that there's a choice involved. So how we kind of have our perception on this kind of whole situation, even though, again, things are rocky, even though there's a lot of conflict, if we feel like the best outcome is on the way for us, that's what's going to be gravitating towards you. Because it's telling you with the Empress card that's coming out here, we have a choice. But we have a choice if we're going to feel like, that doesn't mean because I'm having conflict that things aren't going right for me, that things are all wrong. Maybe it means you're just on the right path. You're just finishing up something here, because if we're in this Empress energy, this is one of manifestation, this is one of intuition, and this is one of abundance. You see all the fruit growing here, all the wheat. This is the harvest. And I feel like for you right now, it's really feeling like you're kind of on that path, because we do have the Ten of Pentacles here in reverse, which is like something that we thought was going to be our be-all, end-all, something that we thought was going to work out. It's not really giving that energy for us anymore, so we have to pivot. We have to change. Again, that doesn't mean we're starting over from scratch. That just means we're starting kind of where we are now, and we're moving towards still what we want, but it's just not going to be exactly what we thought it was with that kind of Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you might be going through some family changes at this time. Maybe it's changes in financial situations here as well. I have the Four of Pentacles coming out sideways, so some of you might be just letting go. You know, maybe some of you are choosing to, if you're in a legal battle, you're just like, whatever, I don't care, I'll just pay the money and I'll get out of here. Or this is like maybe a housing situation for you. For some of you, you're just kind of holding on to your finances a little bit tighter here, because maybe you feel like someone might be coming after that. Again, we have this Two of Cups that's in the reverse here, so it just feels like some negative energy that constantly wants to battle with you. It could be about money or some financial situation here. But if you're emotionally good with this kind of King of Cups, if you're feeling like emotionally balanced, if you're feeling emotionally well, I'm telling you, it is one of like the hardest things to do, to feel when so much chaos, so much change is happening around you with all these fives that are coming in here. It's so hard to find that balance, to find that groundedness, to find that emotional calm in chaos. And if you can do that, it feels like you're going to come out of here so much better. Like it just feels like things will come, again, like these miracles, and things will come so much easier to you when you find that groundedness, when you find that kind of stillness with yourself, when you find that value, even in those times of chaos. It's like, you know, when someone's very calm and someone's like yelling in their face, and that other person gets more and more angry at them because they're so calm, and it's almost kind of like, you know, well, I just see you and you're just kind of emotionally all over the place, and I can see that it's getting you upset because you want me to reach your level, but I'm not going to get to your level. I'm going to stay here strong in my own energy, have my own protections up, have my own boundaries up, and that is just a stance in power. So it really feels like you're going to be finding your own emotional power in this month of August for yourself here. Again, even with all this chaos happening, I know you're like, oh my gosh, but I just feel for you, you're going to really kind of find your own stance here, Gemini. The Nine of Wands in reversed is it's kind of like this energy of, it's like trusting. Again, this energy of kind of like trusting that things will kind of fizzle out, trusting that this is kind of temporary energy. I have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This again might be someone recently you were romantically involved with, or it's just someone who's very kind of hot-headed, or just like energy was very intense right away here for you. And I feel like you're kind of like drawing back from this energy, but I feel like you're trusting that this flame will just die out. And pushing forward kind of with that, because this Knight of Wands in reverse is kind of, I always call this my fuckboy energy card, because it just feels like in that energy, right? Someone that's just like there to rile things up, and then they kind of go away, or the flame dissipates. So it feels like if that's kind of what this connection is, or what's happening for you right now, I feel like that will dissipate. So just stand strong in that. Again, that 10 is becoming a 1 here for yourself. The Two of Pentacles in reverse is saying some kind of financial issue. Again, some of you might just be like, here's the money, I don't really care anymore, I'm moving on, I'm moving out from this, like, you know, it's like not worth my energy, it's not worth my time anymore, because the Two of Pentacles is talking about having to sometimes do a little bit less spending, draw a little bit back in our finances. This is like maybe save a little bit more, stop overspending. But it just feels like with this Five of Cups, you're kind of like, I don't know, it just feels like you're like, whatever. You're just like, I was just like, if someone's kind of after you for this money, and you're like, I don't want to fight about it, I'll just kind of give it over. You're just like, whatever. You know, it just feels like you're like, I'm not going to let it take away from my peace anymore. I'm just like tired of that. You're like, I'll make it back another time. Yeah, I feel like you're putting that peace energy more first for yourself. But is that Five of Cups, right? We're seeing like the energy that has spilled over here, right? 3 cups have fallen. There's something by the end of this month that we don't have anymore. That's okay. There's always a chance to rebuild. We still have these 2 cups still standing here, right? Growth isn't linear. We can always go back. We can always rework. We can always move into something new. And I feel like it's those people that understand that, to be like, hey, maybe I have to spend this money now, or, you know, maybe I have to tighten my purse strings a little bit here. in this month, but I'll get it back. It will come back to me. The energy will move. And that's going to be the energy of the Empress. That's going to be the energy you want to be in. Of this kind of, abundant outcome. She's not worried about it. If she loses money, she's like, I'm not worried about it. More is going to just come my way to me. Because I am in the Empress. That's just the energy that I vibrate forward, right? It's kind of like what I was saying before. I don't know why lottery was coming up in that when I was pulling these cards for you. But it's like the people that win twice. It's not like they won the lottery and they're like, well, I'm never going to buy a ticket again. No, they keep buying because they're like, it can happen again. And I feel like that's this energy for you. It can happen again. Good things can kind of come in the way. And not being so stressed so much if there is this kind of conflict to change. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. There you are, Gemini. Coming out in your reading. I feel like those answers are coming from the universe a little bit here with this kind of Hierophant energy. Infinite blessings. More blessings. They're really telling you here. They're like, you're going to be okay. You need to stop stressing here, Gemini. Open your heart and your reality to the immeasurable gifts from nature. Loving energy is surrounding you. Love from the highest level. This is what I'm talking about. Hierophant energy, spiritual energy. It's being showered onto you in your life. Count your blessings, right? That's counting these 2 cups right here, not watching the cups that have fallen over. And notice these miracles and blessings as they show up in unexpected ways. Wasn't this card Unexpected Miracles? Or expect miracles. There you go. Well, exactly. Well, it's going to show up in unexpected ways. I was like, is it unexpected miracles or is it expect miracles? But both. I feel like, again, it's something you don't see coming. But always at the most auspicious times, your life might not be exactly as you anticipated. We were talking about that with all this conflict. But be sure to look for your miracles. All about your miracles this month of August, because if your energy is right, those miracles are coming in. That second lottery win is coming in for you, Gemini. So just trust in that for this month. Trust that your miracles are on the way. Trust that you're still on the highest timeline. You're just working through these kinks. You're working through this conflict, but it will soon be over with this 10 of Wands.